All right, the recording has begun. Class is in session. Hello, everybody. Okay, so I checked about an hour ago, and so I've looked at the designs that you guys submitted as of an hour ago. We're going to be talking about them today. Today should be a relatively short class. We're going to talk a little bit about the designs, make sure you guys understand what the final entails. In fact, let's jump right into it. Uh, okay, so here's the plan for today. This week we are only meeting today. I'm going to give you the whole week to finish building your Rube Goldberg machines and to make your video, and that is the final exam. So submitting the video showing your Rube Goldberg machine fully functional, that is the final exam. Now, if for some reason you're not able to make the Rube Goldberg machine exactly the way that you've got it designed in the drawings that you submitted to me today. If you find out that one little piece just isn't working the way that you intended to, and you need to change that piece, swap it out for something different, that will be okay. I understand, that's how engineering goes. You've got the best plans here, and then something doesn't quite go right with one of them, but that's okay. We modify it and we move on. So I do need to see a video successfully showing a Rube Goldberg machine, hopefully the same one that you've submitted in your design today, but if it's a little different, that's okay. So the video of your machine is due 1 week from today. We will hold class 1 week from today. That'll be our final class. And my intention is that we will watch the videos that everybody submitted. There will be a quiz both today and also 1 week from today. There will be a quiz. So everybody is required to participate in the online classes. It's okay if you don't participate live. Today's class and next Monday's class, they're recorded. And so you'll have 2 days afterwards to watch the recording if you can't participate live. Okay, so now, like I said a minute ago, I have looked at the designs that you submitted. Now, only about half of you had submitted designs as of 1 hour ago. The other half of you, what's the deal? Okay, now it's possible that maybe in the last hour you've come in and submitted your designs then. Okay, if that's the case, good. But the rest of you, if you didn't submit your designs, you missed a really important deadline. And meeting deadlines is an important part of an engineer's job. Okay, now, one of the people who submitted a design asked me not to share that design with the class. And I will, of course, respect that. And in fact, if any of the rest of you who submitted a design don't want me to show your design to the rest of the class, then type something into the text box now, because otherwise I'm going to show your designs and we're going to talk about your designs. Okay, so I'll give you a few seconds. Okay, so all right, so I see one person here who also wants me to not share their design, so I will do that. The rest of you, think about it. Now let me freeze my screen here while I go in and delete the page that had this one person's design on it. So hang on, I'm going to pause sharing. Okay, so now I'm going to go in and make some changes that you won't be able to see, hopefully. Hopefully you guys can't see what I'm doing right now. Okay. All right, so, oops, wrong thing. Let's try it again. Okay, so I have now deleted that your design there, Novelli. Nobody else is speaking up, so I'll assume that means that everybody else is okay with me showing it. Okay, let me resume share. Okay, and let me make it full screen again. Okay, all right, so here it goes. So Mason, let's see, is Mason online? Let me check here. Not seeing Mason online. Okay. All right. So I guess we won't be talking about Mason's design, but basically he's got a alarm clock here, which is what looks like it's going to slide down a ramp, going to do a bunch of interesting stuff. And then at the very end here, it's going to knock over a game cube. And you see he's calculated the IMAs like I've asked him to, so looks pretty good. Okay, so let's go. Who's next after Mason? So Luke, is Luke online here? Oh my goodness, the people who submitted designs are not online. Okay, so Luke's design here, again, has got some interesting stuff, some of which I don't fully understand. And I was really hoping that you'd come online and explain this. But here's his design. Since I'm not seeing him here, let's skip on. Okay, so Eve, let's see, Eve, you're online, right? Okay. Can you turn on your microphone and walk us through what your design accomplishes here? Or if you don't have a microphone, okay, no, you do have one? Okay, good. All right, go ahead and tell us what's going on here.
Okay, so when your phone vibrates, it's supposed to slide down the ramp, and then like a domino train of books that'll fall over onto this lever, and then on the bottom of the lever, there's a wedge. So that should push a ball, and it'll roll down a track and knock down some more books, and it'll knock off that boot. So everything is on the table, and the boot should be tied above the door so that when you knock the boot off the table, it'll swing down and shut the door.
Okay. All right, so what she's got here, she was a little quiet. I hope the rest of you guys were able to hear that. So what she's saying is that when the phone vibrates and slides down here, does a bunch of interesting stuff, which she explained, but I'll skip over. But the end result is that it knocks the boot off, and so it closes the door. So by calling her phone here, or by setting a timer in her phone, she can close the door to her room. Okay, very interesting. I like that a lot. All right, let's see what's next here. So Daniel, is Daniel online? No. Good grief. Why are so many people not online here? Okay. So again, there's pieces here that I'm not able to understand from the drawing. The first part looks pretty clear, but then I'm guessing these are dominoes. I'm not sure. And the very end here, I'm not sure. I'm not understanding what's happening at the very end here. But Daniel's not around, so I guess we won't ask him. Okay, Riker, is Riker online here? Yes, Riker, you are online. Okay, so do you have a microphone you can turn on and tell us what's going on here? Your picture is kind of light, so it's hard to see. If you don't have a microphone, can you just type something in?
Yes, I do have a microphone.
Okay, good. So what's going on with your design?
So the goal of this is to fire a spare Nerf gun I have on the bomb. So a rubber ball will run down the ramp, which will fall down, knock over dominoes, which will push a lever, which will hit a golf ball, go down a ramp into some PVC piping to make some sort of maze, down to the pulley system, which the ball will go in the left one, and it will push the cup up to hit the truck there, and then it'll come down, hit the lever, and it'll pull the string.
Okay, that sounds really interesting. I am going to be very interested to see that. And I might even award some extra credit points for that if it does what it's supposed to. That looks really interesting. Okay, thank you, Riker. Let's see what else we got here. So Marshall, yeah, Marshall, I see you're online. Do you have a microphone? Can you explain what yours is all about here? If you don't have a microphone, can you just type something into the chat box? Earth calling Marshall. Come in, Marshall.
Hello.
Okay, good. I can hear you.
All right. So basically, the dominoes fall over, or you knock one of the dominoes down, and they all fall down and knock the ball down. It goes on the ramp, and the ramp knocks the cup, and the cup falls over the ledge and pulls down the string the string lifts up that box, the ball rolls down, and there's a string attached to that ball, and the ball turns on my water.
Okay, very interesting. Okay, I like that. All right, very good. Yeah, I definitely give credit if you can make that work. Okay, thank you. John, is John on? Yes, John, I see you are on board. Okay. Hi, do you have a microphone, John? Oh, okay. Can you, how about, now without a microphone, it's gonna be hard to tell us everything. I think he's done a good job of describing over here what's happening. And by the way, a lot of you guys did not do that. So John, I appreciate you doing that. Here, okay, so ball rolls down, ball hits ball, or ball one hits ball two, which hits can, which goes in cup, blah, blah, blah. At the very end here, so John, what happens at the very end here? My video here is in the way. Let me see if I can move my video. So it falls into a cup then, right? That's the end result, is the ball falls, okay, into the cup, okay. All right, okay, very nice. I like that, John. I hope you can make that work. Okay, Caden. All right, is Caden online here? Yes, Caden is online. Do you have a microphone, Caden? No, okay. All right. Well, in that case, actually, Caden took it one level to the next, took it to the next level. We don't need a verbal explanation of what's going on because Caden actually built part of it and he uploaded a video. So let's watch his video. So this, I think, is a good example of the kind of thing that I'm hoping that you guys will do for next Monday. Excuse me, next Monday. All right, so let's watch Caden's video and let's see what happens here. Let's see, there is sound, but no point in enabling sound. So we'll just do it without sound. Okay, so here goes. Okay, so he turns the crank, which pushes the thing, which happens faster than I can explain. So a lot of stuff happened really fast there. So he's got a really nifty little crank using gears, just exactly like the ones that we designed, you know, the Lego gears here. I was really glad to see that. Okay, which pushes something over, which pushes a bunch of other stuff over, which turns this, the ball rolls around. We got a little lever here, it comes down. So very nice, Caden. So Caden, you are almost completely done here. Now, when you uploaded it, you said that, or at least I forget exactly the words you used, but it left me with the impression that you thought that you might tweak this a little bit more before the final. Is that your intent, that you're going to tweak this a little bit more? Okay, that would be nice. Okay, I mean, what you've got right now is very good, and I would give you credit for that. If you want to just submit this and call it good, I would give you credit. But it doesn't make me say wow. And so if you want to try and make me say wow, then yeah, go ahead and modify it. But if you don't want to make me say wow, I'd give you credit for this. I think this is good. Okay, so that's pretty much it for today. So I want you guys to look at those examples, and you know, those of you that haven't yet submitted your designs, get them into me. I'm unhappy that so many of you did not meet the deadline, or at least as of 1 hour ago. So I'm hoping that in the last hour you submitted some. But those of you guys that are not meeting deadlines, severe finger wag for you. Okay, very bad. Not mad, just disappointed. Yes, I like your phraseology there, Dons. Okay, so I hope everybody understands. Yes, severe finger wag, right? Not just a regular finger wag, a severe one. Okay, so I hope everybody understands what the final exam entails. So I need a video, and the video has to be of a working Rube Goldberg machine. So when you're taking your video, if something goes wrong and your Rube Goldberg machine does not go to completion, you will lose points for that. Okay. Also, I need the IMAs for at least 3 of the elements in your Rube Goldberg machine. Now, if you included the IMAs in the design that you submitted today, then you don't need to redo those. I'll call that good. If you didn't include the IMAs in what you submitted today, and some of you did not, you need to submit those. So when you turn in the video, make sure you also put some text into the box, or somehow tell me what the IMAs are. And also, if you end up changing your Rube Goldberg machine a little bit, so that, let's say, one of the elements where you've calculated the IMA, for whatever reason that element just ends up not working, and so you have to change that to a different element, well, make sure you tell me what the IMAs are for the new element. Okay. All right, so the finger, or the the finger whack, the video is due next Monday. We will be holding a class on Monday, and attendance is required. Now, as usual, you don't have to attend live. So I will be recording the class, and so if you can't be there on Monday at 11 o'clock, that's okay, as long as you watch the video sometime in the 48 hours that come after that. Because on Wednesday of next week, that's when I'm going to close off the deadline for taking the daily quiz that will accompany the class they're going to have on Monday. And then that's it. We will be finished. Secret word, yeah, okay, yeah. And there will be a quiz today as well, and the secret word will be part of it. So, okay, so Ooga Booga. You want to put both of them together in there and have it be both Ooga and Booga? Okay, yeah, let's do that. Okay, so the secret phrase for today is going to be Ooga Booga. And the questions, the other 4 questions are just going to be taken from what we've talked about today. They'll be really, really simple. Okay, if you watch the video, you'll be good. Okay, so before I start my countdown, are there any questions at all about anything, about today's class, about the test, about anything at all? I'm not seeing any questions. Okay, so I will start the countdown as soon as I move a window so that I can get to the thing. Okay, so going once, going twice, sold. See you guys in a week.